shouldn't need it, but that's the one that makes the keys go da ba da ba da da ba da ba. Because I'm pretty sure I just rendered it out, right?
Maybe. Oof, that is really loud. Wow. And then I'm also hearing. Holy crap! Are we listening to the same track? That's really loud. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh, interesting. Did you hide the kick drum on purpose?
Did I hide the kick drum?
Yeah.
No.
So you can very clearly hear the kick drum when you're hearing it.
Yeah, I specifically was like turning the kick drum up. I wanted the kick to be more visible.
I wonder, are my headphones messed up? Something's weird here. Because I have a feeling. I mean, we listen to the same music, so when EQing, I would assume that we're listening for the same stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I specifically tried to bring the kick out.
Yeah, like I can't hear the kick at all. It's probably
Well, do you have? You're not getting a warning about anything, are you?
not really.
Like any plugins? I mean, feel free to boost it even further.
Like I hear the bass really clear, and
Uh-huh.
the one track that says kick on it that you made is not the kick track.
Yeah, I just there were no labels on your kit track, so I just labeled them according to how they usually pop up, which is kick, snare,
Uh,
room 1, room 2. But then there was another track that wasn't in under the kit. It was somewhere else and it was labeled kick. So then I brought that up.
oh, okay. So I see what you did here. So you named. Okay. All right. So you took the Roland Master, which I believe was no. The one thing that was the kick, you did not make louder.
Okay.
This is
Go ahead and crank that shit up, dog.
yeah, I figured. Okay. I just wanted to make sure because it's a good. All right, but I do like the track better. Good job.
Cool.
Were you trying to make the kick punchier?
I was trying to make it punchier and louder. Yeah,
Okay.
I was just trying to make it stand out.
Yeah. Currently is not doing that. It's like the saddest kick. That's so funny. I swear it was coming out before, so that's interesting. Oh, we'll find. We'll figure it out. Punchier kick. Yeah, broke it. All right, I see here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm kind of lost on that one.
What'd you end up doing?
What's up?
What'd you end up doing?
You sound like a robot.
Ah, shit.
Oh, there you go.
What'd you end up doing?
I didn't do anything.
Did you listen to
I
it?
was I was trying to sing along because singing is kind of the easiest place for me to find melody,
Mm-hmm.
and I just could not. I could not bridge the gap.
What is how did you feel when you heard the track?
The whole thing or the new part? What do you?
The whole thing.
Um. Well, I think the beginning's cool.
And then it gets to all the keys and then it gets really confusing.
Yeah. Again, it just feels kind of like I don't know. It just feels like you're teleported to a completely different place.
Yes. Fair point. Um, okay. And what did you think about this makes sense. Was there any notes in there that inspired some sort of that made sense for a second part or that were different enough to
Um. I mean, going into the second part, I was trying to hear something, but then it just diverges very quickly. So,
in terms of uh
in terms of like a consistent tonality.
yeah. So I was hoping that you would actually put uh, maybe some rhythm guitar that would make sense with the new notes, but maybe
Hmm.
it's too difficult. Because I was hoping that rhythm guitar would go through. And then there's this portion. Did you read the change log at all before
Hmm.
going in? Uh,
Yeah, you wrote, changed a lot of the second part, added some new keys, fixed old keys. Track gets dark and dissonant, hoping to wrap it back around in the end, leaving the listener wondering what it really means to dance like a snake. Lol. Would like to have some slide guitar on keys near the end of the current loop that matches up with the new notes.
any thoughts on that?
Yeah, again, it's just like it's it just feels like two different songs or
Mm-hmm.
three different songs
Mm-hmm.
being like smushed together. Like I think the key in the third part's kind of cool. Like it's kind of its own thing, but it's like very
What does kind of
spacey.
cool mean?
It's
Like,
cool. Like I feel like it's an idea that could work on its own.
okay.
Um,
So even if we change the instruments of the keys, you think just the way the rhythm of the keys and stuff just doesn't fit with the rest of the beginning of the track?
it's more of just like the chords. It's
Aha.
usually what I mean by tonality. Like it just it just feels like a completely like you've entered a new key and a new song.
And yeah. Okay. Oh jeez. Sorry. Uh okay. So, uh your intuition tell you that this is something that's going to grow or that we should take everything that I did today and put it in another track?
I would discard that and put it in another track.
Okay.
I
That
mean,
being,
unless you
yeah,
can just
mhm,
because at its current state, I hear
two different tracks or three different tracks.
yeah, and
Hmm.
I have no way of like it's not I would have no clue what to do next. Like I would have no clue what to add or take away in order to like make this a better song.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that's usually what I mean by lost.
Okay. Do you think that your experience making Swamp and kind of hearing the same track, the same loop again and again, and then going into this song affected your listening experience, or do you think it's just that's just how it is?
Mm,
Because I could see because Swamp is very bass and kick heavy,
uh-huh.
and it's not changing at all, really.
Hmm.
Whereas the track that you just listened to is pretty drastically changing.
Yeah. And it's not changes that I'm against. It's just like
Changes that make sense.
yeah, I just can't get behind these changes.
Makes sense.
So basically what I'm saying is we could keep them, but I just have no the thing that usually guides my song creation is my sense of taste and my intuition
Mm-hmm.
and like just I'm just feeling it out. Um but I don't feel any sort of anything listening to the extra parts and so I can't like my brain just straight up doesn't know what to do with that.
Okay. Are you okay with me listening to it real quick, and then
Yeah, do whatever
let's.
you want. I'm just
Well,
saying that I am incapable. I feel helpless in that track as
okay.
at the current moment.
Have you tried muting the Matt listen to takes? Let me know what you think track, or unmuting.
Well, so yeah, so there's two. There's the Matt listen to chords, and there's the part B chords, right?
There's also you see the pink keys
Mm-hmm.
in Analog Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about that?
I thought that's a cool sound and a cool instrument.
Do you think that like so the progression of the song so far, and are we looking at the same thing? Let me show let me show you my screen.
I think so.
We're probably okay. So it basically goes from here. It's like in the beginning you have just the guitar and the snake, and then it goes to when all the rhythm guitar too and the slide guitar come in. What do you think about the transition from the beginning to that? Is that okay?
I think the phaser on the yellow guitar is a little heavy. I think the transition's fine.
Okay. Do you hear the panning of rhythm guitar too, all the way to the left?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I heard that. I like
Okay.
that guitar.
Do
I
you
think
do you
that's good.
like the pan?
Yeah, yeah. I think that's cool. Keep it like in a different space or
Okay,
different
cool.
location.
Okay, cool. So that I'm with you there. Okay, so now it goes to the end of the purple slide guitar
Uh
into
huh.
that other part that is again rhythm guitar one, different version.
Uh huh.
And then there's the keys that come in. These little pink keys.
Yeah.
Do you think that makes sense in the progression of the song? Or do you think that it would be more again the slide guitar again for another couple bars?
Well, so if you were asking me about song structure
Mm-hmm.
and strictly talking about the first part, I would say, um, at some point you've got to take away the drums or do something different with the drums, because having that guitar in and the rhythm guitar feels like a chorus. Like the more instruments you add in, it's kind of like the more energy there is. So I feel like
Mm-hmm.
we've never had low energy in this
In this
song at any
track,
point.
yeah. Well, I mean, it starts off pretty high energy. So does that mean it
Yeah,
starts off chorus?
yeah, which is a bunch of people start off with the chorus, so that's fine.
Okay. So when it comes to this part right here, you see this, right?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. So what do you think about the instrumentation of the instrument of these keys?
I like it.
Are you listening to it? Probably you are.
Yeah, no, I got you.
What do you think about the instrument there? Does that instrument make sense in this track?
I think the instrument's cool.
Okay. So we get. So what I was trying to do is just enunciate the chords, I guess, that you're playing
Hmm.
with that instrument.
Yeah, like I said, I like it. I think it's simple, and I think the instrument fits. So
Okay. What about this end little part here? Does that make sense? Back into the loop.
yep, that makes sense.
Okay. And then so from what I'm seeing so far, 1, 2, 3, okay, we can work with them in
Uh,
term maybe because you said okay, this is really high. Whenever the slide guitar comes in, you imagine a chorus, correct?
um, I mean, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay.
And you
So
just might, even when the slide guitar's not in, you might want to. I'm just saying the way that I would hear it is I would think, okay, let's take some instruments out to leave room for kind of something new, so that we can build back up to the chorus.
okay. And what would you take out the drums in this second part? Or like part of the drums to make it quieter or just quiet the drums? Or would you take out the
Um,
actual
yeah, I might
guitars?
take out some drums.
What
I
if
might take out a couple of guitars and leave like a minimal.
what if we took out rhythm guitar too? It's still pretty loud. I can understand where you're coming from. Okay. So that's important point. Okay, now
Mm-hmm.
it goes into I start putting other random ass keys in. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So clearly this part right here, we should damn it. Let me actually make a marker. Insert region. Where is region? Aha. Edit region. Needs to be quieter for verse. Set color. Make it this thing. Okay. All right. So you have verse. However, we decide to make it quieter. Maybe just take out the shaker. And then there's also this really high energy off. Ah, and this. Okay. Okay, that alone makes a big difference. So there's 3 layers of drums here. If you take all of these and mute it on your end, how does that sound and feel?
Yeah, that would be pretty laid back.
Okay. So the reason I'm asking these specific questions is because we never really sit on a track together to
Mm-hmm.
understand like the nuances of the listening experience because we'll like make a bunch of changes. We're getting better at least communicating what we're doing, but we're not communicating why we're doing it very well. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes it hard for the other person to come into a track and be like, okay, like for instance on Swamp, you're like, okay, so I included bass, but I also EQ'd it. I don't know why you EQ'd it. I understand that
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to hear the kick drum, but the feeling of the track is a thing that really matters, right?
Yeah.
So what are we trying to evoke? That's kind of what I'm trying to understand. Well, in this exercise.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so in general, I'm just gonna mute these 3 for now. Okay, and I'll save it on my end because I assume you didn't do anything, right?
Correct.
Okay, so now it goes from this part. Oh shit. Basically to another chorus. Now, what do you think about these green keys? There's a lot of energy in that part of the track. And to a great degree, it's due to the drums.
I think they, I think the
Oh
Green
shit!
Keys change.
1 sec. What's up?
I think some of the notes that the in the Green Keys are fine, but some of the notes again, it's you're like changing the key that we're in, or you're like you're playing in a different key.
So my aim was to transition the keys into this other part. But obviously, if you don't like that other part, then there's no point.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of it's taking the track where it's at and saying, okay, let's add this layer to it so that the other thing makes and that made sense in my head, but clearly it doesn't make
Hmm.
sense. And that's the dark and dissonant part that I was talking about because this right here, this part of the track is really dark. This changes pretty drastically. The two pinks. If you mute everything, if you solo everything else and just listen to those two pinks, it's pretty different.
I mean, I don't think it's particularly dark. There's like one chord right in the middle there that has a darker tone to it, but that's about it.
Well, the entire progression isn't it a little creepy?
Mm, I don't think the progression's creepy. I think all those chords are happy chords.
Well, those aren't chords; those are notes, right?
Are you just talking about the pink?
I'm just talking about the pink. So if you solo the pink from the verse part to the other part,
Yeah, it's still. I mean, obviously the chords are what gives it context. So in that context, it doesn't sound particularly creepy to me.
okay, really?
Hmm.
Let me see. So that's the first. Okay. Okay, so that to me is like the first pink. Do you see my screen?
Hmm.
Yeah, so this first pink to me is like right down the middle. Not really all that creepy. But
Hmm.
this to me is very creepy. Like even just going from this note to this note to me
Well, yeah,
sounds
that's the one creepy chord.
well, this is also creepy, right? 1, 2, 3, because you're just going a half step up.
No, I wouldn't say that's creepy because I think the reason that that first note is sounds creepy to you is because it's a dissonant note, and then by going up a half step, you've kind of found you've gone back home.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I thought it was creepy, so that's that's kind of why I was like, okay. And then that and so here's the deal. Overall, because I do have to go very soon. I'm pretty sure you're probably hungry or something. Overall, the energy is really coming from these
Your
two.
route may be affected by high wind warning.
Yeah, dude. High wind warning.
Oh,
How does
whoa.
that affect a route? Okay. So these two tracks right here, Ans and Shaker, okay, are really really high energy because you have something going and then you have right. So
Hmm.
super super. If you take away those two things, this track chills the fuck out.
Yeah.
Right. On top of that, the roll and drums is also pretty high energy because you're introducing the syncopation and just a lot more stuff going on. So if at any point in the track you want to take away the energy, my suggestion would be to start there.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Um yeah. And then as far as let me just hear this again one last time. Yeah. So this is right here on makes no fucking sense. That makes sense. Hmm. Yep. I completely got you. Okay, so this basically from here is no sense. Do these green keys belong at all?
I don't think they do.
Okay. So this stuff, I'm just gonna take it and put it somewhere else. Where's the cut?
You can just control X.
Cut items. And then we were at this is 127. New project tab. Oh, the funny part is I don't think all the tracks are gonna populate. Yeah. Well,
I
it
mean, you
doesn't
should
even
just make
matter.
a copy of the project. If you want to really copy everything over, you would make a copy of the project, and then in the copy you would delete all the beginning stuff.
Do I even want it? Is there any part of it that you like?
Of the keys and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, not from the perspective of the Dance Like a Snake song.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I think it's kind of, especially that third part is like a cool rhythm and a cool like key part for its own thing.
Well, duplicate project in a new tab. We won't call it Dance Like a Snake. Guess we'll just put it in ether someplace. Mm. What's going on here? So it doesn't have any of the information. Well,
I mean, why don't you just make a you can delete all of the beginning tracks and then save as a new project and name it something else. And then you just have to keep it in the Dance Like a Snake folder. Or you could literally copy the entire folder of Dance Like a Snake, make a new copy of that, and then rename that.
anywho, what are your plans for the day?
Oh, let's see. You know, I got to do my laundry like usual, do some cleaning, maybe some spring cleaning of the apartment. Just little nits and gnats. Just loose ends to tie up, things like that. What about you?
I have to go see a property, and then let me see if that did that work. Did I just delete everything? No, I think that's a different project. And then you know, the usual.
You're going to go see a property
Yeah.
for what? Like to buy?
Yeah, it's like it's in an area that's interesting.
Well,
Let me
is it like a home type of property, or would you think of expanding?
Yeah, it's a quadplex. So it's people are already living in it, and there's a bunch of stuff
Hmm.
there, and it's cash flowing and stuff. So all right, so I'm just gonna save Dance Like a Snake like this then.
Okay.
Well, cool.
Did you get it to move over somewhere?
Yeah, it's over here, drums and keys.
Drums and keys. Okay.
Um,
Word, dude. Yeah, I'll probably meditate. Mm, probably listen to some Sadhguru. I was watching this YouTube video of Leo Gura, and he's on like a podcast. He was a guest on a podcast, and the podcast is about like demystifying things using science. And so Leo Gura is obviously a very mystical type of guy. So he's like, messing with their whole shit.
Sadhguru and Leo Guru.
No, no, no. This is Leo Gura is on a podcast with some other people.
Ah, so you're gonna listen to some podcasts, get some inspiration, meditate. Is it nice out?
It's kind of nice. But it's also the day before St. Patrick's Day, so there's mad people outside dressed in green, and they're doing bar crawls and stuff. So
And you're still not drinking, right?
yeah, correct.
Word. Well,
Yerp.
if I didn't have to go and see this property, I would probably stick around Buggy more. But
That's
this
okay.
was a
Did you end up checking out? Oh yeah, you checked out the baseline.
yeah. I didn't the the kick drum. The kick drum's really hidden still, and I think it's just a raw recording of it is it's just not very punchy. It
Mm.
almost seems like it's like far away or distant from the mic or something, or maybe it wasn't even the kick mic that was doing. I don't know. It's just weird.
Okay. All right, so we'll have to bring out the kick a little bit more.
Yeah, yep. And the bass is better for sure than it was. I think we probably both agree on
Yeah,
that.
just try to make it less syncopated.
Right. We'll see what happens to that track. It's hard making part B's.
Yeah, I think I can hear something on that one though, so I'll give it a look.
Okay. Well, peace and love, dog. Have the
All right,
best
man.
day.
Have a
And
good one.
I'll poke you
Have
later.
fun with your magic tonight.
Yeah.
Hope you don't win.
I hope it's a fun game.
Yeah, there you go.